It's Evan here. I worked with the group Jason, Nada and Amy. I actually came on board a little bit late for this project as I was planning on doing a synchrotron short but couldn't get the group together in time, so I jumped on board with these guys. And they'd already pretty much come up with the structure of the script and found their subject and everything. But luckily for me, they still hadn't really, or they weren't really confident in interviewing. So I took on the interviewing side of things. They gave me the interviewer, and I actually brought something new to the table. I'd had a little bit of experience in animation, nothing fancy, but I knew how to do 2D animation in Flash or After Effects or other programs like that. And so they were inspired from another short which had some little animations in it and stop motion stuff. So I said that I might be able to do a bit of that for them, and they agreed, and that was fine. And yeah, so I joined the team and as interviewer animator. Anyway, here's a little look at the rough cut
my cows because I think that's
in
kind of
progress, and I'll get back to you in a minute.
But I do feel happy when I come home from work, especially if it was a stressful day or in general. Sometimes when I walk into my house, I don't see my cows anymore. They just blend in as part of the environment. I go shopping for cows very frequently, a lot of the times online, on different websites. I just start Googling cow gift.
So our project goals were to produce Carol Tan's story in a structure suitable for the 24-hour film project. My individual goals were to gain more experience working as part of a team and to develop my confidence in interviewing and my overall skills as an animator. So initially I showed the guys a stop motion animation, which they didn't mind. It was alright. And yeah, that was one of the options we had. It came out okay, but it still had a lot of work to go with. But we decided on something a bit more nice, and I thought clip art, style of animation, something like South Park would look a bit better. So I did some drawings and adjusted a few clip art pictures that I found off the internet that you were allowed to modify for use, and came up with a little sequence which the guys all decided that instead of two cows coming together, it would be better if Carol would walk up to a cow and then give it a pat, and then a love heart would spawn between them and show Carol's love for the cows. And so yeah, I did that and it came out pretty good. Still might have a few tweaks to go, but here's a look at it. The biggest problems we came across when we were putting a story together was getting it to fit into the 24-hour project parameters. We had a lot of footage and it was really good for a Carol documentary in general, but as the 24-hour project had to look at an hour, we really covered a lot more time than that. So eventually we decided on doing a time from around 2 p.m. around her lunch break where she regularly goes out and searches for new cow products at the local op shops, which works quite well in theme for the whole story.
But in Melbourne, what I do is I go to op shops. There was one time when I went op shopping and I found a whole bunch of cows. This was all donated by one person, and they keep on receiving donations from this particular person. So they said, you know what, just come at any time at random because you never know what you're gonna get. So today I actually went shopping and I managed to find 2 new cow items that I don't already have. Surprise, surprise, they were both mugs. Let's seems to be one of the common cow-related items that they sell in op shops.
Thank you.
All right. As a group, we worked pretty well together. I don't have any issues with any of the other guys. They're all, put in heaps and everything. There was a little bit of creative conflict, but nothing huge at all. It was just some minor, little discussions and stuff, which were really healthy for the overall completion of our project. And, the final product will be a lot better because of it. Pre-production was lacking a little bit. It could have been a lot more organised, but it went off relatively well. And, I don't have too much group experience to compare it to, but it was pretty good. Things change and adaptability is very important, and that's a key in ensuring good production. Mutual respect and communication is a must, and it really goes without saying you have to treat everyone how you want to treat yourself. Otherwise, no one's going to want to work with you, and everyone's going to be unhappy around set. But yeah, it's so far it's been a great production. It's not finished yet, but fingers crossed everything's going really well. Okay. Speak to you all later. Bye-bye.